bro. Okay, let me introduce you this segment of Nats. All right. Nats at home, being a dad, not on the pod, just being a dad. Still have a pod, just like a dad. He is not on the pod, he's just a dad. What is he doing now? So Nats, so this is gonna be specific about you and your dad life, because you seem to be living the dad life more than I am, because you got double the kids. So I can imagine it being, because like right now my kid is like going a bit nuts here and there, but I can imagine you.
He turned 1.
Yeah, well, you with 2 kids going nuts. So what's dad life like in the Nats household?
I'm a little annoyed at parents. I reckon parents are liars. Like ones I've met that have had kids, they're all full of shit. Because basically they all say, they're like, oh, wait till they start walking or start doing this. It gets easier.
Bro,
it's not.
You know what
It's harder. Bro, it's getting harder.
Bro, I felt like I agree with you, because I feel like every time a new stage of the life of a child happens, the parent says, don't worry, wait for the next stage. It'll get better. But I reckon gradually getting worse.
It's an in-house joke. They say that, but they're all lying. And I think now we're on it, and then we're gonna meet new parents that come, and we're like, no, it gets easier. But all these people that said it, I'm like, you're all full of shit. You all lied to me. I reckon it was an in-house joke, and I'm hurt by it.
But then they're gonna be like, oh, but you got twins, bro. You got twins. The variables are different.
Oh my god.
The variables are different.
See, Garcia and I can't relate, but
I can. They just take some of my pay. Parenthood's fucking easy, bro. I just have to lie about how much I get paid.
I take care of kids too, but I can give them back. Like,
but like, yeah, man, I swear, it gets harder, bro. No, everyone says it gets easier. It's like, just wait for the terrible 2s. No one told me about the terrible 6 months, the terrible 8 months, the terrible 12 months. I love my son, though.
I love my kids. Like,
I love my kids. But that's parenthood, right? It's like, oh my god, my life is nuts, but I love my kids.
There's a friend of mine who, like, every time I saw him and I asked him how he was, he'd be like, oh, I can't complain. And then he would complain about his kid.
And then he'd complain.
Oh, I can't complain.
Yeah, I can't complain. And then he'd complain about his kid. And then he'd complain about, having to take care of the kid and do his job on the other side. And then he'd always end with, don't have kids. And
in conclusion, don't do what I did.
In conclusion, he can't complain, but he will complain.
You went from not complaining to complaining about it and not recommending it. That's the stages of a parent, bro. I can't blame him. I can't blame him, bro.
Like, hearing the two of you talk about this, I'm just like, man.
I don't think we're convincing the guys. I'm good.
But at the end of the day, bro, there are those moments that make you feel like, it's great to be a parent.
Like what?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go into it because it's corny as fuck.
I can't think about it right now, but it happens.
But it happens, bro. Like when they're sleeping peacefully and you're looking at them, it's like, man, wow.
When you don't have to take care of
them,
that's mad.
Look at this kid, bro.
When you don't have to do shit, that's awesome.
It looks like me sleeping, bro. It makes you think about life in a different way. It's crazy,
my Lord.
And I'm always thinking about the future. It's like, man, all this shit I'm gonna say at his wedding and making a speech, all the shit I'm gonna give back, bro. It's gonna be so good.
That's like what, 20 years down the track?
Yeah, man. I'm planning,
honestly,
bro.
man, I can't wait, dude. I can't wait to be a dad, eh?
Don't worry, bro. It gets easier.
Yeah.
It gets easier.
It gets easier each stage,
tough
bro.
as fuck right now.
It's hard right now. Just wait 18 years. When you're legally not.
When you can kick him out of the house. It gets easier.
Get out. It's time to get out.
And then, no doubt, when that happens, we'd be like, "Oh, I'm gonna miss you.
Yeah.
I've always babysat like my cousins' kids or like friends' kids and stuff like that, and people always say like, "Oh, you're pretty good with kids," but I always say to them, I go, "It's because I can give them back. Like they don't need to stay."
Yeah. I'm not gonna say that shit to you until I see you take care of a kid for about 6 months.
What, like,
and I've
like,
seen every single detail that you've done. I'll be like, oh, you're good with kids.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna judge you by the afternoon we just had.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they judge way too easy. Yeah.
Because I remember I took care of my younger cousins one time, right? And my way of taking care of my cousin Louis was like, hey, I go training on Saturday morning. So I just bring him to the gym with me. Like, that's what I did. And he'd be like,
Just put him in the corner type.
Have you guys watched that?
He'd
That
be
just
punching
reminds
the
me of
punching
that
bags
new,
by himself.
Have you seen that new Creed movie?
Yes.
Oh, I need to see it.
The
but,
third
yeah.
one?
Yes.
Oh, not a spoiler anyway, but like just one little spoiler. Yeah, the guy he can't handle his kid, so he takes him to the gym, the boxing gym. Reminds me of Don.
Sorry, bro.
Anyway, yeah.
The struggle of your life right now, bro.
Oh man, this is a glimpse, guys. I've been
You
in my
had
head
one
for
baby
weeks.
under each arm.
I saw the what's it called? There was a time lapse of you and your kids, and they somehow crawled up onto the windowsill.
That was relatively chill. That was actually a pretty chill time. Yeah, they climb up now. That's
On the
hard thing.
windowsill.
They're not
crazy,
mobile
bro.
anymore. So before it was easy, I could just put one down, even at a restaurant. Now they're like climbing. I actually don't want them to walk, because the moment they walk, I'm like, oh, it's over, dude. There's only one of me. How is this possible?
Oh my goodness!
Where's
man.
Nadine? She'll work.
She's at work, bro.
Oh, she's having the time of her life, bro.
I'm so jealous. I'm like,
She's just
can I
having
go to
conversations
work?
with her friends and be like, oh, we could talk about her hair and her makeup. Don't worry,
I actually miss
my
working,
baby's so
guys.
good at home taking care of the kids. You should get a guy like him. And then you're here like trying to have a podcast like, oh shit, bro. Life, don't have kids.
That's the
Kids
title.
is hard.
Don't have kids.
I can't complain, but let me complain.
I can't
Sometimes
complain,
you get
but
two, bro. It's hard.
Sometimes you get two.
sometimes you get two and oops, I didn't sign up for this.
Nadine's having a great time, man.
Can we just
I miss
take a
having a
moment to applaud Raf's like vocal range on those impersonations there?
Hey man, we got a podcast. We got to entertain people through the ear. You know, like I can't be visual. We have to do it through the voice.
He's
man.
stretching himself.
Hey, can I
vocally.
give us some props, man? We're like smashing it, eh?
Bro. Since you've been gone, bro, it's been so good.
That's a fact. I was looking at the stats every time I'm not there. I'm like, I see a pattern.
Oh, nuts. Oh man.
But shout outs to everyone that has joined the podcast through the last episodes, through our guests and stuff.
Yeah.
Welcome to our lives, guys. This is what we do on a weekly basis. No matter what, no guests, with the guests, we're still gonna do it.
No guess.
This is what we do. It's all about consistency, right? And like, we're gonna do it as much as time as possible. Nats has two babies. Nats has two babies taking care of. Juggling it literally right now, and he's still doing the podcast.
Literally juggling babies.
But yeah, man, this is my life during the cruise, bro.
That's why I like.
So when you say you're on a cruise, I'm like, that is the probably most unrelaxing cruise in my mind. I'm
like the last
Raph
time-
even gets it.
Like the last time Raf went on holiday, we got videos of drunk Raf dancing around New Orleans.
Yeah.
I'm that guy whoever like if I'm drunk to a point like that level of drunkenness, I will drunk text you or drunk video you.
Yeah.
But we didn't get any of that this time around.
I know because I wasn't drunk enough.
He's got responsibilities.
I wasn't
now.
drunk enough because like I knew if I got drunk, I would have a disappointed wife
You can't
because
get
we got a
drunk,
kid on board, and I didn't want to put all the responsibility on
I
her.
was at least half expecting like a photo of you or video of you with Seth in one arm and a beer in one hand. That
I was
was
trying to, but I discovered that pina coladas are pretty good. I don't know, but it tastes pretty good. Because the first time I tried it, like this is the scenario, right? The first time I was at Morden Island. So I was in the islands. I was like, there was the beach right next to me, and people swimming around. There was islanders playing R&B music in reggae versions. And then Shiv was like, try this pina colada. You might like it. Gave it a sip. And then the whole island just really absorbed me at that moment.
But you don't like the fruity drinks, huh?
I'm always like my go-tos are like Canadian Club,
Yeah.
like
Nice.
rum and coke,
Jameson.
like
Whiskey.
whiskey and coke,
Yeah.
and a hard drink with
Shivers.
coke.
One
Shivers
recipe
with
of
coke.
One recipe of pina colada is 120 mils of pineapple juice, 60 mils, so 2 shots of white rum, 2 shots of coconut cream, and a wedge of pineapple for garnish.
And you have a sprinkle of hey.
I knew I was gonna get roasted by it, but it tasted so good.
Did you? So you like pina coladas?
Yeah, man.
Did you also go dancing in the rain?
Not in the rain.
Did you ask for extra colada on your pinas?
I think it's
man.
I think it's the coconut cream in it.
I think it's the coconut thing. It reminded me when I had that luau when
Oh,
Bina was
yeah,
here, and
yeah.
that was full of coconut, and I was like,
Oh, buko.
bro, anything with coconut, bro, I'm in, man.
I had laing over the weekend,
Oh yeah.
and I was just like, this
Yeah.
is-
What
this
did
is
your
the best.
girlfriend thought of it?
She likes it. She likes Filipino
How about
food.
when you're telling the truth?
Thanks, Dad.
Well, yeah, man. Anyone out there want to be a Pinoy colada like me, bro?
Pinoy colada.
Pinoy colada.
Join
I
me,
would like Pinoy coladas.
bro.
Was there
Let's
mad fillers in the
like
cruise?
fuck it. Let's just be like no gender within drinks, bro. Let's just have a drink and enjoy it.
Gender
And
neutral
Hey,
drinks.
That's what they call gender fluid.
That's bro, gender fluid right there. Join me in drinking a Pinoy colada
Fluid.
because
Well,
it
what
will
would
make
make it even more Pinoy
That's
as a drink? Because like it's already got coconut cream in it. But how can we make it more Pinoy to make it a Pinoy colada?
We get a tule straight after, bro. You know the guy that cuts the coconut?
Yeah,
Bam!
yeah,
All right, your turn.
The same
Alright,
line.
take out your dick.
Bro, what
These are Pinoy coladas.
What happens if you get a second one, man?
That's second nose, bro.
You gotta hope you got some more skin.
It's a drink you can only have once.
That's why it's not Modern Island, it's Moreskin Island, bro.
Oh, no.
Do I have
You're
leftover
still
skin
drunk
from
right
the
now.
last one?
You're still drunk right now on the pina
Nah,
coladas.
bro.
Bro, you look like you come straight off of a cruise. I'm surprised you're not wearing boat shoes.
I feel like
He's got
I came from like
collared shirt.
I feel like one of the workers, bro.
Do you have Chanel on?
Give me a towel, I'll turn it into an animal.
Yeah, I'm wearing
It's a snake.
chinelas.
It's a snake.
It's a snake.
I'm wearing chinelas. I'm showing my feet in this episode. Hopefully,
Nice.
the views go up.
Only feet.
Now the views are going
Only
down
feet.
to your feet. But
Are they going down? No.
but like, what do you call it? Like, shout outs to the workers there, man. The Filipino
Yeah,
workers
bro.
and like other from other countries as well. Like they're telling me they were there for like some of them are there for a whole year.
Yeah.
Like
That's
not even
crazy.
It's a long
before it
stint.
was 6 months, but now they're going for like a long time.
That's crazy, man.
I think they're making up time for all that, COVID time, that loss.
yeah, man.
Which
they
but
don't
it's a
get-
good money maker too for them.
do they get breaks? Like, I mean, like as in, if they're on the boat for the whole year, or they dock and stuff. every now and again?
Yeah, breaks. Well, the people that I spoke to, because I got close to them, you remember when Leanne mentioned there's not a lot of Filipinos that go traveling and stuff?
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
that was the same even like in the mid 2000s when I started going. Like it was me, my sister, my ex, and her sister, and we're the only fillers in there that's not working, bro. You know what I mean?
Right.
Oh yeah.
So when fillers like we see them like the crew and stuff, we all get talking like, "Hey man, like where are you from?"
What's
Blah
up?
blah blah.
Yeah,
Everyone's
wow.
so friendly and stuff.
Bro, if you go on a cruise and you're Filipino, go up to a Filipino worker.
Bro, you'll make their
Bro.
day, man.
One of the
Yeah.
guys, one of the few of the guys, they just full recognize us, and every time they come by, like
Oh,
pass
nice.
us, they'd be like, "Hey, buddy,"
Did you-
and I'm
did
like,
you-
"Oh shit!"
did you
Not
have
me through the
to do the
podcast, but me as in a
Right.
As a
As a
Filipino,
filler,
yeah,
yeah.
Because you're
So,
Filipino.
so just be Filipino, and then you get
Yeah.
treated an extra service of
And
That's how we are, man.
the crew that I was talking to that was like real cool. They were saying that every time they dock, like they'd have it's basically like 3 days for them. So the day that like say for example your cruise ended yesterday, and then the next load gets like ships out today or tomorrow. During those 2 days, like they can go in and out of the ship, like do their shopping, like roam around the city
Yeah,
and
yeah.
stuff, and then back to work. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
So,
Also, they get to some downtime. in
Oh,
the
of course,
destinations.
of course.
That's dope, man.
yeah, because that's like if it's every
Actually,
day,
yeah, that'd
bro.
be kind of like
that's like
kind of-
slavery, right? In a way,
Yeah, like
Oh,
back in the
bro.
box.
Yeah.
That's mean.
there's what do you call it? like aside from the fact that like they're out here, like they get paid in USD as well. You know what I mean? So
Oh yeah, they get
massive, like you got living quarters, your meals are all paid for.
Yeah.
You
And
can
you get
really
food,
save
man.
up a whole bunch
So
of
much
money and send
food.
it home.
Yeah.
amenities.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Yo, we should work on a boat.
I would consider doing that. Like if
Hey, you know what we could do? We could go on a boat tour because they have shows in the boats. Like, did they have like a comedy show and bands and stuff in the cruise ship? Because I remember Timber, he performs at some boats.
Yeah.
We
yeah.
could
Well,
be like
I don't know what a
an
podcast
act.
would do.
Yeah.
It's like
It's just us promoting our brand.
it's like these guys just like talking amongst each other. Oh, let's watch other people talk amongst each other.
We'll just record it and then we'll say, hey, you can download it on Friday. Don't listen to us now. Don't laugh. Laugh on Friday when you download
The
it.
boatcast.
Boost up our numbers.
Stuff on numbers.
I was gonna say, I'm having I make it sound like I'm like daddy daycare full time, right? But I gotta give props to.
No one's getting props, guys. If you're expecting props right now, you ain't getting shit, bro. The internet gods are saying, nah, man.
Oh, did it stop?
Too many props have been given to these guys, bro.
It stopped
No one
after you
else.
said. It stopped after
You
you
have to
said
pay us.
props.
You have to pay us to get props, bro.
No. I'm trying to say
Look
something
at our
wholesome.
sponsorship packages.
No,
We have the gold one
no.
for the premium experience.
I'm trying to be wholesome, Ref. No. Ref, no. You're painting me bad, bro, please. No, what I was going to say is I'm having a glimpse of being like a stay-at-home dad because I only do this for 2 days. 2 days. But like stay-at-home mums, it literally is. You know how sometimes like you hear and it's like it's the hardest job. And sometimes before I was like, how hard could it be? But not in like a dickhead way. But it's a mental thing. I think it's because you can't switch off. So for 2 days, not switch off. So mums out there, I don't know how you do it. It's like this is.
I love when you're saying that and your kid just moving the camera around, walking around, playing. It's like, bro.
Yeah, I want to get a job, but I love my kids, so I'm gonna do this. Labor of love,
Doing it for the love.
Do it for love.
All right, let's get into one of our segments. Nats, since you've been busy, what segment do you want to hear first?
I want to go wild. I need some wild
Oh,
thoughts.
man.
There you go.
But that's not a wild thought this week, man. I just wanted to highlight, like this week we noticed that we all know her name is Abo Wang Od. She's the 105-year-old tattoo artist from Philippines.
Yeah.
Who made the cover of Vogue. I mean, it's Vogue Philippines, but
Hey.
man, and the other accolade that goes with it, she's the oldest model to cover the magazine.
How old is she again?
105, dude.
Hey.
Bro, that's like, man, like, at what point do you start going, like, man, like, she lived through 2 world wars, you know what I mean? And she's still a badass tattoo artist, making covers of, like, magazines and shit. Before her, I think the oldest was, like, Judi Dench, who was, like, 85.
Yeah.
And if you think about that, like, Judi Dench being 85 should be, like, at 105, you look at Judi Dench going, oh, what's up, Tiger? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
this is, like, 20 years her
It's
junior.
like, how you going there, champ?
Yeah. But the thing that I got thinking of was having that weird, like, obscure accolades, right? Like being the oldest to do something or whatever. And I was thinking, like, if I was to ever have an accolade, like, I don't know, the oldest to, I don't know, sleep with Bella Pooch, maybe. I'll cover her sheets rather than a magazine. Me on her covers. But I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. It's just I guess, like a thought kind of thing. Like, if you were to have an accolade like that, what would you want it to be? You know? Whether it be like the oldest to do something or...
I mean, I've always said, like, I want to be the old dude in the gym that's outlifting, like, young blokes. Like, I want to be like the oldest dude to, like, lift 150 kilos or something like that.
You know what's gonna happen? He wants to outlift. He want to outlift the younger guys when he's older, but the heavens are gonna like fuck with him, and then he's gonna be like one of those motivational speakers as he gets older, So instead of outlifting, he is uplifting the
Hey.
younger generation.
So you're still gonna be an old dude lifting things, just your spirits, not weights.
Are you talking about Future Don? Is this Future Don?
Say that.
Are you talking about Future Don? Because
Yeah,
I heard
yeah,
about
Future
Future
Don,
lifting.
bro.
He becomes a motivational speaker.
Yeah,
maybe.
He's trying to outlift them, but the gods have other plans. Gonna lift
I like that.
Don't lift the bar, lift the spirit and the heart.
Lift the motivational bar.
Don't tempt me. I just might do it. But that's what I would like to be, because I feel like my Lola right now, she's close to 90, I think.
Hey,
Wow.
And like when she was younger, she would teach dance classes. She was a teacher. She was in like the Filipino military, and stuff like that.
So you got that ring, eh?
I got this from my auntie. My auntie gave this to me.
Right.
She's noticed that I wore rings, and she's like, do you want one of these rings? And I went, yeah, sure. Where'd you get this from? She's like, it was in my collection, and that was it. And I'm like, what do you mean it was in your collection? She's like,
she just bought it last week.
I have a collection of rings.
Shop.
So it's a sergeant's ring. It's a sergeant's ring from the Filipino.
Bro, she took out a
army.
sergeant, bro.
And then
shit,
Is she in the army?
it's engraved with Dominic on the.
Oh, shit, she did
on
take
the,
it.
Bruh, that's Toretto's ring.
Family.
What the fuck's my ring?
That's why it's bold, bro.
Yeah.
That's the top of his head, bro.
But yeah, I kind of want to be. I kind of want to be able to be mobile and able to move around when I'm young. When I'm older. When I'm younger.
I've never really pictured myself being that old.
That's why we chose podcasting, because I could picture us 80
Yeah, bro. This
the
is
front
exactly what we're going to look like.
sitting in the same spots.
At the front porch of some house. and
It'll
just
be-
It's not
yelling
even
at
been
kids.
recorded.
It'll be Eric's future grandchild running the studio from Common
And it's like, oh,
Common Studio.
it's those senior podcasters again. They just
Senior
talk shit for
podcasters.
they talk shit for 3 hours.
But I mean, like if you look at it,
Give
right?
him the pensioner discount. Here's my pensioner card.
If you think about
Could
it,
you imagine that, though? Like, us being pensioners, and then we're still recording podcasts and that. But all of our listeners are also pensioners, too. Like, everyone's
that'd
like,
be nuts.
talking about
That's
like,
a market, man,
the
yeah,
Filipino
100%.
nurses still. We're still on about that. But we're talking about our Filipino nurses.
Yeah.
Yo,
You checked out my nurse, bro. She's from Bulacan, man.
Oh, let's give her the wild thought of the week.
I really
Still
like that
wow.
you're stretching yourself vocally. Rap has like all of these different voices now. It's the best.
you know what I want?
Be
I want to
artista.
hear. I want to hear Wild Thoughts stories in the nursing home. He's still doing his Wild Thought things,
Oh, could you?
like you're filthy.
And that's still complaining about his kids when he's old. They never visit.
He's got two nurses under his arms, eh? And they're crying for some reason.
Okay, no, I'm not gonna go there.
They don't want to be there.
It's like, why would I have nurses on my lap? Can't see.
Oh, bro, because they're hot.
SpongeBob.
Yeah, I know.
It's after you go to the toilet, they put you straight into the shower. They fill up the bathtub.
Hey, that's my dream, bro.
Yo, bro,
That's my dream.
you're gonna be that elderly
That's my
guy. It's
dream.
like, you gotta watch that guy. He's a bit handsy.
Yeah. He's a bit grabby, that guy.
Grabby.
Oh man.
Well, yeah, man. I hope
know,
we're doing
no
this when
worries.
we're 80, bro.
I feel like each of us would be like the old dude that will talk your ear off. Like we would just talk for ages, and then because I
Would we
already
just
see
be,
my
like,
dad
cutting
being one
each
of
other
those
off?
one of those guys. Yeah, cutting each other off exactly.
And talking over each
Nats
other.
is
Like,
like,
what?
Nats is
Can't
like,
hear, what?
I know for some reason we'll have like, what you call it, a way to the afterlife. Nats will be dead, but his spirit will be on the screen talking to us.
Yeah, that's why I was gonna say I'm just in the nursing home across the road. And I'm still You took me to death, man. I was like, I'm
We're
gonna jump
talking
in
to
this.
your spirit. Actually, we're just talking to your past videos that we recorded. Oh my god!
I just wanted to incorporate the lag on the internet, but it's like, nah, he's dead, bro.
He's got spiritual lag.
Not just down the road. He's not even the same room.
Can't you see this is from 2023?
Hey, Nats, this is a hypothetical where we can do anything we want. Right? We chose for you to be dead.
That's what I mean. I was like, what? I couldn't be in the nursing home across the road.
The good die young, bro.
Straight to death. Straight to death.
Jesus. He's just across the road in the other nursing home.
But in my mind, I might have that getting old. I'm like, I'm always thinking Nats is dead. And he's like, fuck, bro, I've been here yesterday. Shit.
No, Rap's like, Snazzy is like, R.I.P. my boy Nats. And I'm in the corner like, bro, I'm still here, man. I'm still here.
It's like I could still hear him in my...
I'm here, Rap. I'm here.
Stop pouring the drink on the floor. It's a waste.
That's like on the ground like
this. Dementia Rap. Dementia Rap.
Dementia
rap, bro.
He's dancing on the podium, just... there's no music playing at all.
Bro, it's gonna be like, what's that movie called?
I want to see what our Cheatcoders stashes taste will be. I want to listen to some oldies classic. This is called Nas, New York State of Mind, Gangsta. It's oldies, it's real shit, man.
Check out this old classic.
Isn't it weird?
Island Boys.
It is weird that like oldies are like our kind of oldies is like the 80s and stuff like that. And then
Britney
future
Spears.
oldies are going to be like fucking Nicki Minaj and shit.
Because people think old school right now is the 90s and 2000s.
Yeah.
And that's
Let me play some old school. Here's some Neo. What the fuck?
Oh, man. What?
Are you serious, man?
Bro, trying to explain the life that we had.
Yeah,
Different.
Bro, I was like,
They
bro,
won't
don't even
understand
try,
clubbing
man.
in a suit.
Clubbing in
I just came from a job interview. Let's dance. Let's dance.
I'm pretty sure they club in the suit right now, bro.
Oh, do they?
I'm pretty sure everyone still has jobs.
Yeah. People still wear corporate gear and then hit the bar.
Hang on.
Like club?
But I do know some people, they worked at Starbucks and they went to clubbing in a suit, bro. Like, hang on.
Yeah, they'll get
Hey,
changed.
what's going on here?
They're still wearing
But not just like a suit. That's like
Like a
three
vest.
piece with a vest inside
yeah,
and
with a
shit.
vest and a tie.
I was like, come on, man.
Remember, I got that from Tim DeLaGhetto's meme. He had a meme and he's wearing a suit. It's like, remember when millennials used to go clubbing in suits? And he's wearing like a 3-piece grey suit. And I was like, that's
It's
true.
so uncomfortable, bro.
That's how you know that like you're getting old, when you go to the club and you're like, these girls must be cold. Like then you're like worried about like that. How can they wear that? They're really cold.
Right. I noticed myself doing that shit recently too.
Right,
like I
man.
see a girl
What's
wearing
going on?
shorts.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah,
been
let's go.
getting a bit cold now, right?
Yeah.
So I see her. Usually it'd be like, it's coming out the bottom, like. But now it's like, it's fucking freezing, bro. Where the fuck is your pants? What are you just still doing out? It's late. Oh, bro, my mentality's changed, bro.
Oh,
clothes on.
You changed, bro. That's,
I know, you changed, bro.
That's growth. That's me. Like, I've daughters now, so that's natural, but that's growth.
Oh, man.
Oh, dude, that's funny.
Do you have a way home? Fucking hell. You have someone to call.
You're like the considerate clubber.
Oh, dude.
Considerate
I'm a fucking polite pervert.
I think everyone's a pervert, though.
Yeah.
I think it's
that's
natural.
just a
Speak for
natural
yourself,
thing.
mate.
Speak for yourself, you freak out. In denial. Perverts can be in denial as well, bro.
Throw me under the bus with you guys? No.
Yeah, throw yourself.
Everyone's a pervert, bro. And there's a level to this shit,
Yeah, I
bro.
think it's a spectrum.
There's passive
It is,
pervert.
bro.
There's
Everyone
passive
thinks
perverts.
everyone thinks pervert is just one little level. Where it's the supersediness and stuff, but there's levels to it, bro.
There's levels to this shit.
It's
There's levels
like
to everything, bro.
Like I'm on that side of the spectrum where you start thinking
Spectrum?
like, how is he still functional?
It sounds like a
how is he not
disability.
arrested?
I'm gonna save you there. Let's go to the fun fact.
Thanks, bro.
I was like,
Let's move on.
maybe you might save this podcast by giving you something more interesting than what we've been talking
Yeah.
about, but I'm gonna save you.
Just-
It's either for the pod or for your life.
Yeah.
I chose life. So
We all know that recently it was the beginning of April. When this episode comes out, it'll be past April 1st. But it was recently the big 1st of April, and usually everybody commemorates the 1st of April as being April Fool's Day.
Right.
Yeah.
And I tried to do some research around what the origins of April Fool's Day were.
Yeah.
And there's so many different like origins that I was like, it seems like somebody just made it up, and then that's the big joke. Like, it's like one person wanted to be an asshole to somebody else, and then to explain their situation, they were like, it's a tradition.
Just made it as an excuse.
Yeah, it's like oh, it's a tradition. We do it every year, and then like it just became a thing where people are just assholes to each other. You know what I mean? And it's sometimes it's funny, but then.
By the way, there's legit reasons for what April Fool's stands for, right?
I think so, but I don't.
What did you see on your?
There was one that it was
I
like
gotta look it up now.
About it came from like a Dutch holiday, or came from like a French novel or something like that, and I was just like.
And everyone's just fucking with each other for one day.
Yeah, it was just kind of like to commemorate something. There was one theory that said that because of the Gregorian calendar, like New Year's Eve happened to fall onto after March, so April 1st was the New Year's Day. And then when it came to the calendar that we use now, which is the 365 days, New Year's Eve was December 31st, January 1. And so they trolled everybody that still believed April 1st was the New Year's Day, to the point where it's just like...
These dumb cunts. These fools, man. I thought it started in LA. April Fool. It's April Fool.
I always what month is it? It's April Fool. I always thought there was some like biblical thing to it where they like mocked Jesus, and they because it coincides around Easter, right?
Yeah.
And it could have been like they ridiculed and mocked Jesus, and so April 1st was that. I thought it was that. It's I don't know.
Speaking of the whole lead up to Easter, every Friday you're not supposed to be eating meat or whatever, right?
Yes.
How many times did you guys break that rule?
I totally forgot that existed.
Yeah.
What's the rule again? What do you do?
Yeah, it was like I think 4 Fridays on the lead up to Easter, you're not supposed to
eat fish.
Bro, I remember this one time I came home, right? And came from Big Chief. And Mum was like, what the fuck are you doing? Bro, you're cooking like it's that.
Oh, no,
I'm fucking munching into a fucking Roadhouse burger.
Bro, like I could imagine just eating like a burger and then entering the house and you smell fish. Be like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Run out, bro.
It's a vegan, Mum. April Fools.
I was gonna the question I was gonna ask about the whole April Fool's thing, and it's not much of a fun fact. The fun fact about April Fool's is like nobody really knows the origins of it. But the question I wanted to ask you guys is: has anyone ever played a trick on you on April Fool's, or have you done a trick on somebody on April Fool's?
Not really a trick on me, but. There's certain, I suppose, content creators that I look forward to April Fool's Day because of the stuff that they'll create.
The car guy?
Yes, that's one of them.
Yeah.
There's like even brands like car companies are all people that make parts or whatever.
Yeah.
They'll get into the thing. They go, oh yeah, by the way, we're introducing this brand new, like, I don't know, like a nitrous system or whatever, right?
Yeah.
But then it's like 20 of them stacked together and you go, you put that in a thing and it'll like it'll take your car to the moon, blah blah blah. Just and it looks like it's serious up until the very last minute.
Yeah.
Where they go, by the way, happy April 1st or whatever.
I saw one company do it's a supplement company. They did a soju flavored pre-workout, and it released it on April Fool's Day. And I think it's real. Like on their thing, it's like we're actually not joking.
Yeah.
This is a flavor that we've made. I'm just like.
And they happened to release it on April Fool's Day. I think it's like if you're making any business decisions or announcements, it shouldn't be on April Fool's. You know what I mean?
Like a real one. Have you guys seen Dave Bautista's April Fool's?
No. What do you?
Yeah. He has a whole stand-up comedy.
He does a trailer for a comedy. He's doing a comedy special. I actually believed it until the end. And then like he'll tell a joke and it's lame, and then no one's laughing. Like there's laughing, but then it goes into the audience's face, and they're all just like this. And then he keeps going, and at the end, he just like grabs some guy and just starts doing wrestling moves. It's like, is it funny now? Do you think it's funny now?
But it's funny because because we're living in an age where people scroll and like swipe up and stuff.
Yeah.
If they see just the first 5 seconds of it,
Yeah.
they'd legit think that Dave Bautista
He's doing
actually
stand-up.
has a stand-up
Because
coming
it
up.
looks like a legit
Because
trailer,
it starts
right?
off with Netflix as a joke type of thing. Has the whole
Right.
build, has the whole format of a Netflix
An ad.
trailer,
Right.
and then
Yeah.
like you see Dave Bautista has a new stand-up called like this. I don't usually do this type of thing.
Right.
I don't
And
do.
then-
This is my first time
Yeah,
doing
this is my
this.
first time
and you
doing
know
this.
the funny thing in the comments, most people are like, I actually want to see this because legit, I thought it was funny. If they made it not a real stand-up, like just as a funny satire show or some shit, I reckon it'd be so entertaining. What do you think of it, Raf? I thought it was so good.
Yeah, it was so good. Like the only reason why I like April Fools is because of the content. That's all. I think if you do April Fools in real life, you're just a loser.
Wow.
It's true fact. Like, when was the last
Wow.
time you've been April Fooled?
I remember
then,
in high school.
the last,
those were
the last time I remember being an April Fool, I remember it being by a loser. So if you're
Raf
if
got
you
about
do
it. It seems like
April,
it's
I think-
deep,
Yeah, I know.
man.
I think
You
Raf
can
got
talk to
hurt.
us, Raf.
Yeah.
Ref got hurt. Someone burnt.
Yeah.
man.
What happened on that April?
nothing
afternoon?
really happened, but I just think that it's only for people who have nothing else better to
Sounded
do.
like something
What's
did happen.
his name or her name?
It was
did
5
it.
years
He did
ago, April 1st.
It's so dumb, bro.
Just
You
say
gotta
it, bro.
fool someone before 12 p.m.
Is it?
Shut up.
So
You know what the April Fool jokes is? It's you. You doing the joke. Like they're making you think that this is an actual thing that you do with other people. The joke's on you. You alone. Fucking loser.
he's so mad. Sorry, he's so angry.
Oh my
Oh
god.
man, air it
Hey,
out.
yo,
Come on, man.
Whoever hurt Raf, shame on you.
There's
Shame
some-
on you.
Reason, no. I'm not hating on the fact that they do it. I just hate the fact that they're not creative. If you're gonna do a joke, make me believe.
You know,
bro.
I have the same feeling when people kind of.
I'm gonna be late. Jokes. Fuck off.
Oh,
What do
okay,
you
yeah,
call
yeah.
it?
That's annoying.
You know when people kind
You
of
want some effort in a joke.
Effort.
What do you call it? It's not. It's like joking, but they're trying to roast as well. So I don't mind the roast if the joke is funny. You know what I mean? So I think it's the same thing. If the April Fool's thing, if you're gonna do it, don't half-ass that shit.
Yeah, man, you gotta go all
Go
in.
all
Like,
in.
It's gotta be.
like
It's
you
gotta be
gotta
funny.
impress me.
Yeah, yeah.
I have to be like, oh, bro, I'm impressed. Like, oh no. It's like, I think your music is shit. Nah, April Fools. Fuck off.
Yeah, see, that's
Yeah, it's
that's
gotta be
not
funny.
fun.
That's just
Stupid, bro.
that's just a dig. That's just a purge.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's a joke.
You're
purge.
just
That's
telling me
purging
how
for
you
jokes.
really feel in the disguise of a
Yeah.
fucking joke.
that's
Is that what they
Yeah,
say
yeah,
to
yeah.
you? That
No,
ain't that
that's
one
literally-
faithful?
that's-
No. This
That's
is just
literally
like
the purge, but
That's
for
what people do.
jokes.
It
You
like
know, the
that-
one day of the year
Yeah.
you could just air out your grievances. It's like, but it's
Yeah.
April Fools. That's what it is.
that's what it is, bro. That's what
Assholes,
what
bro.
I felt with April Fools. It's just people just like saying shit that they really mean, but
Yeah,
it's,
exactly.
You know, this is
And
on
it's like,
stage.
punch
no
him in the
offense
face.
or whatever. At the
Yeah,
end.
yeah.
No offense, but
What
your
if you
music is
punch
shit.
him in the face and it's like April Fools?
Like, be creative with that shit, bro. Just put some effort,
April
bro.
Fools to you? You got hit.
Stab you in the gut. April Fools. Oh man.
Take it to another level. It was a joke, though. It was a joke.
You know what I thought was.
forgot your lunch. April Fools. But you really forgot my lunch.
Wait, I think we're getting to the bottom of this.
Slowly.
You forgot your lunch,
slowly
right?
I'm just going through the list of things that were just bad jokes.
We're all
In
just trying to
April
get it out of her.
We're
Fools.
slowly chipping away.
You know, like
We're
that-
slowly
All right,
chipping
it's
away.
food related. It's food related.
With jokes, bro, there's a craft to it, right? April
God.
Fools is giving like an opportunity for everyone to be like a comedian in one day. And then if you give everyone that opportunity, you're gonna get 90% bullshit and 10% gold. And I never get the gold, bro.
I think I can.
I never get
I think
the
I'll
gold.
figure this out. There was
What is
one
it?
day that one day Raph went to school and he didn't have his bat on.
It was an
And then
empty box.
when they came over, they said April Fools, and I was like, "Fuck this, fuck this day."
He chucks the
Oh,
Neapolitan
yeah.
I was
container.
hungry at school, bro. Fuck April.
Or they even give you food is like, fuck, oh, nah, that's from 2 months ago. Hey, April Fools. Fuck off.
Wow,
Wow. That's
this is
trauma,
mad
man.
trauma.
It is, man. Be creative with it, bro. Let me be impressed. Let me give you a round of applause.
Yeah, I don't know if you want to ask that. What if they make it so epic?
You know,
Oh no, it's got to be funny. That's right. It's got to be
you know
funny.
in Phil's, right? you know those doors where you can only push them to open. You put you can only pull them, but you put a push sign. And then when someone tries to open that door and they can't, you go, April Fools, bro. Fucking loser.
I'd say the same thing, bro. You just wasted my time, bro. Fucking hell, bro.
That's funny. Oh, man.
What if,
I'm the
what if
Grinch of
you,
April Fools. Fuck that shit.
The Grinch
What
of
if-
April.
Fuck that shit.
I saw an article the other day on 1st of April, and I thought that it was an April Fool's thing.
Yeah.
And you know, Vanessa Hudgens, she's been named as the ambassador for Filipino, like what do you call it? Like, come here to Phil's on vacation, or like
Like tourism.
the tourism thing. And I'm thinking,
Ambassador?
fucking Vanessa Hudgens. It's like we hadn't seen her since what? Like she was in fucking High School Musical. And
See
shit.
what April Fools did? You don't believe shit, bro.
Bro, I didn't want to fucking. I thought
You
it
don't
was
have
some
the
April
talent
Fool's
for
bullshit.
this. And then April 2nd comes
Vanessa
along.
Hudgens.
It's like, oh, she's doing it for real.
Yeah,
She's doing it
it's
for
just
real.
legit. Fucking hell.
I laughed for a whole day. Now I feel like an idiot.
It was
It's
real.
like the news hits after you go, fuck. what
Has
the
anyone
fuck,
played
man?
a trick on you, Nats? Or like, have you played a trick on anyone on April Fools?
Nah, I don't remember, to be honest. I actually miss it. I realize April Fool's passed. I'm like, oh damn, that's another year gone. So I miss
Nats is
it.
the type to shoot you with a Nerf gun and be like, April Fool.
Like I think I don't
There's
think I'd be
no
very
joke
good at
here.
it.
I shot you
I
with
don't think it's either I feel like I'm too extreme or too little. There's no in between. So the joke just wouldn't. It would be too much. Like, oh, sorry, like I have to apologize. Or it's like, what was that? That was a waste of time.
So it'd either be a crossbow or a Nerf gun. Like that's the two extremes
Yeah,
that Nats
there's
goes
no
through.
extremes,
Shoots you with a
yeah.
crossbow or a Nerf gun. It's like
Something
not-
ridiculous.
Yeah.
Don't
Like-
get me wrong. Like I became a loser doing the April Fool's jokes too. So, you know,
I felt like a
Really?
loser talking
I
about
felt-
that,
I
the
felt like
door
a-
pulling joke.
I felt like a
April
loser
Fools, what
talking
the
about
fuck?
it.
What the fuck am I talking about? I expect more from myself. Fucking loser.
What I did was like I changed
It's
the
cute
I screenshotted the screen of the thing, left the icons on it, then I took the icons off, and then I changed the wallpaper.
On the wallpaper and
and they
the
kept clicking on the thing for about a good
Yeah.
5 minutes, and I said April Fools, and they weren't happy. They wanted to do their work,
Yeah,
but I
that-
prevented that from happening.
my
That's
my
that's an
work,
old
like-
age office one, right?
yeah, the
Where you
old
take
age.
the mouse batteries out. That, I hated that, man.
Oh,
I hated that.
Even
that,
if you
that
didn't
actually,
have
yeah, that
the
happened
mouse
to me.
batteries,
That pisses me off. Like I was like, dude, I'm trying to work here.
Switch to
The fuck's wrong with
USBs, switch to mouses, so the other guy's controlling your screen.
You're controlling. That's the one.
I did that shit at
I
school,
hated
bro.
that. I hated that, dude. That's so annoying. Not
I
in
did
the place
that.
of
I
work.
put his speakers up and I put porn on his. This isn't a fucking library, too. Bro, that guy got in trouble. I didn't say shit. No one snitched, bro, because it was so funny.
Wasn't even April 1st,
No, man.
motherfuckers.
It was
The best
Tuesday.
is the
It was like
corporate
Christmas.
ones are the best.
It was my
You know when they like
birthday.
wrap up your they wrap up the desks. Like I think this was happening in my old work.
Yeah, that
like
happened at
proper,
my
you know,
old work too.
sales floor, like work hustle, and then like that one day April, people would like wrap up the desks with tissue paper or
Yeah.
something, and it happened every time, like every year. And then you could see the person that got pranked. They'd be like, but the eyes weren't laughing. It was annoying. The eyes weren't laughing. You just you
It's
have to,
unfair,
like,
bro.
take it.
Like they're the ones that put it up, and now you're the one that had to put it down.
They
Put
get
it down.
clean.
Yeah, it
I
was
saw
never
somebody
my
funny.
shit up.
I saw
was
somebody
never
wrap
funny.
somebody else's car like this year. Wrap somebody else's car in Glad wrap.
That's annoying.
Like
That's just annoying.
That's annoying.
I mean,
That's
if you got a knife, like you can just easily.
If it was
cut
an old
through it.
car and they're saying they're just preserving it, that'd be pretty funny. And
Preserving your
they put a big fridge over it and stuff, like in a cardboard box and stuff, like or a little big Tupperware box. That'd be pretty funny.
Says don't touch.
But if
That's
they're
a big
just
box.
if they're just putting Glad wrap all over it, fuck off.
For the sake of it, eh?
Creative, man.
That wraps a motherfucker too. If you don't have a knife, it's such a bitch to get.
You know what I hate, bro? I hate Glad wrap that doesn't stick.
Ah, yeah.
Why? What?
It doesn't make sense.
Why?
It's
Like
gotta
you try,
stick.
you know, like you put it over and it doesn't stick. It just Swings
just
back
plastic.
over.
For context to all of the
It's just Glad.
people for the
Sad wrap
context.
stuff.
For
in,
context, we have nothing to talk about.
Glad-
Glad
Sad
wrap.
wrap.
Glad wrap is the saran wrap for
Yeah,
the
man.
Americans and the North Americans.
Oh, they say saran. That's what saran wrap. I
yeah,
thought that
or
was
like
a different thing.
cling wrap. It's cling wrap. Glad is just the brand.
Aussie way.
It's,
Yeah.
it's the feeling we get when we see it. It's like, oh fuck, I'm glad we have this shit.
So,
Like, if it doesn't stick, bro, what's the purpose? You know, like
yeah,
There
you
is-
shouldn't even
there
need
is
to
one.
wrap it over. Sometimes just the pressure sometimes should stick. That's when you know you got a good Glad wrap.
yeah.
it
That's
doesn't
when
do
you know you
that-
got the good shit, bro.
It's the good shit.
when
the
when it like
pressure
really sticks.
Yeah, you don't have to go over, right? It just
Nothing
sticks
at
like a
all.
suction pack. Yeah. Hey,
But
I
like
think this is
shit, it
great.
doesn't stick, bro.
Oh my
I had to make a Glad wrap skirt and wear that shit after I got
Toilet.
take a shower.
Oh, bro.
Just make sure it doesn't
I've done
get
that.
wet.
Yes, I've done that too. I've done that too.
Oh, I didn't do that.
Saran wrap skirts. I look like I should be on the float of a Mardi Gras. Because Glad wrap did have a float.
queen.
Everyone's wearing that shit.
Did you? I remember in like maybe this is probably for a Patreon episode, but I remember.
No, just leave for this one. We need to save this
Leave it,
episode.
leave it.
I remember
We
in
need
high
it.
school when we would talk about contraceptives and stuff. People were like, maybe we can use Glad wrap.
Whoa, yuck! Why? And it would stick.
Because like,
Bro, have you ever Glad wrap a cake?
because like,
Yeah.
The cream gets through, bro.
So what-
The cream goes all
but like,
over the place.
Because like people, most people, a lot of people may not use what's called dental dam, which is like just a silicone thing that you put over it so that you can go down on somebody.
I've seen, and I'm thinking like, why?
What's a dental dam? Okay, what's a dental dam?
It's
Well,
legit, just
yeah.
a Glad wrap, like plastic sheet, right?
Yeah.
Just so that there's no fluid
Like,
transfer.
yeah, transfer. So you can go down on somebody without like actually touching them.
What is the dental dam for specifically for that?
Yeah. Yeah.
What? I've never heard of this.
Never heard of
I've
it?
never heard of this. No.
Wow.
Wait, when you say
Fun
dental, when it's dental, is it mint like Colgate? Is it like a Listerine?
I think that's just the name of it. Like dental meaning mouth.
Does it absorb like a Listerine like patch?
Like it come out and you're
It wouldn't be
minty?
a very good contraceptive if it did.
It would give you minty flavor though.
But like
Yeah.
that was the thing.
If you didn't want your mouth to get pregnant.
Yeah, if you didn't want your mouth to get pregnant.
It's so dumb.
It was like condoms and dental dam was the contraceptive.
That's how you get an Adam's apple because your mouth is pregnant.
Oh, jeez.
Sucking dick
Wow.
too much.
So too much dirt.
What? That sound like Miley Cyrus.
Oh man.
Wow.
This
Dental
episode-
dam. Shit.
You've never heard of that? You guys have never heard of that?
Never heard
Yeah,
of that.
right, Garcia?
Why is it
I'm
called
gonna-
a dental
I've heard
dam?
of it. I've never used it.
Yeah.
I never,
it actually
I didn't
called
even know where to
dental
find the motherfucker, man.
What is
Yeah.
it called? Dental
Dental dam.
It's legit. It's legit.
So it's like a
Glad
dam
wrap.
for your mouth.
Yeah. Pretty
Bro,
much.
yeah.
Dam
Bro, it's not you,
mouth,
bro. It's
bro.
not just used for that. It's like you use it for in the dentist when they do your cleaning of your teeth and stuff.
That sounds more of its primary use.
The image. Actually, no, it's a mix, but most of it is in the mouth for like dentists.
Yeah,
they
there
use
you
it.
go. Well-
but there's like one picture of a vagina covered with one, so I guess.
Oh,
yeah, you could
vagina
use that.
cover with them.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah.
You're using a VPN or something, bro.
It's like a
or at least
pussy
like
apron.
incognito mode that you're checking up this stuff. Honestly,
Nah,
I'd just be like, I was trying to find the closest dam in London, bro.
I search raw, man. My research is raw.
it's raw. He doesn't
Search
use
raw.
dental dam for his
No,
browser
no
history.
dental dam on this browser history.
I use Glad wrap.
I've never known anyone to use it.
I've
Yeah.
never heard of it.
I never seen
Yeah.
one before,
It's
like
weird.
in real life.
Because I remember in high school, and this is the weirdest, like most obscure memory that I have. There
Wait, you used
was
it in high school.
there was some girl had sent a message to somebody, and it was roses are red, violets are blue. If we don't have condoms, Glad wrap will do. And I was like, what?
I love how you remember it.
Like the most obscure memory
Yeah.
in my head. I'm just like, what?
Sent to you.
Yes. Let's say yes.
And then and then it came down with a whole barrel of
Saran
cling wrap.
wraps will do.
Saran
Bro,
wrap
could you
will
imagine
do.
if you go, there's no Glad wrap. Let me use aluminium foil. Ooh, that's going to be painful.
I mean,
But it's going to be fresh.
it's so painful. It's so painful in fact
Metal.
that that's a phrase. Like it's
Yeah.
like chewing tinfoil is a phrase
Yeah,
that describes something really uncomfortable.
It's a rib for her pleasure.
Bro, imagine that just doing this. Just walk into the kitchen. Just open the pantry. Get the Glad wrap. And you know the little thing that cuts it, the little
slide.
And then it tears, but doesn't it doesn't cut cleanly. You're just like, oh fuck, and then you try to get a bit more.
And then you gotta do this. End it.
I've got some protection. Just going around like this.
Oh man,
You're doing it wrong.
Wow. Is it more like a pyramid like this?
You gotta wrap it like a knuckle for boxing.
With a rubber band.
you wrap it around the wrist, and then around the thumb, and
then around the top, and then around again, so it doesn't spill.
It's like a boxing wrap.
And then you gotta wrap the whole thing around your waist so it doesn't come off.
Then you get the Glad wrap. I mean the foil.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Aluminum foil.
This one doesn't. This one has the. It doesn't have that thing. It has the teeth.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wrap that around.
Be careful not to cut yourself.
Wrap it around like bow on, bro. I got some bow on for you, baby.
It's so bad.
Do you leave it this vegetable oil?
For you, baby. And you're gonna
You get some vegetable oil out and just start.
Eat it tomorrow, right before your lunch.
Fresh, not fresh.
If you're just gonna go down on a chick, you just wrap it around your head like all around. You look like a mummy, but it's see-through.
You look like a rubber band.
Exactly.
What's that movie? The one with Jamie Foxx in it and Vivica Fox. How to Be a Player?
I think so. Yeah.
Oh, bro. Oh man.
Foil though, like what would you put foil around the nether regions? Wouldn't that just give a little like pokey
I think
around
we
there?
just
Fresh, not fresh.
So it's, you keep all the seal the.
It's more of
freshness
a aesthetic thing, I think, because it's like, oh, it's metal.
You just
It's
look
shiny.
You just look like Adam and Eve, but if they believed in aliens.
That's
They just have
bro.
like foil on their penis.
It's a tinfoil hat for your
Tinfoil
penis.
condom.
Oh no.
I don't want to be abducted by aliens.
It's like a Hershey's Kiss. Like that's a.
There's a piece of paper at the end too. Oh my god.
That says kisses.
Oh man.
it says kiss me.
Kisses.
This one's a bit nutty. It's got almonds.
Flavor.
It's like a Hershey's Kiss wrapped in
Hershey's
It's a good bar.
No wonder they're Filipino
Someone
brand.
out there has done this.
They're trying to peel it. You know, Hershey's Kisses.
Yeah.
It's
like a
hard to
scratching.
peel. They're just scratching through.
Because when they pull out the paper thing, it snaps and
Yeah,
you're
you
like,
don't want to rip it, eh?
Wow.
oh man, this episode is off the rails. Episode is so off the
I
rails.
still can't get over just imagining the tip of my cock, right? There's a Hershey's Kiss. My dickhead is a Hershey's Kiss. Fucking hell. Oh my gosh.
It's shaped like it, right?
It's so pointy
It's
as well.
pointy with big balls.
It's like a swirl, bro.
Yeah. Oh no.
Little string.
There's a little piece of paper.
But that'd be the worst April Fool's joke. It's like, hey, I got a Hershey's Kiss for you. April Fools, it's my penis.
You gotta unwrap it, babe.
That'd be an after date thing. You're just like, time for dessert, and you just stand up.
Oh, that's the worst.
Oh man, it's like a Toblerone. It's like a triangle shape.
Oh, I don't think we have Toblerones, man.
It's really
Toblerones
just for her pleasure. Again. Cocklerone.
Noblerone.
Top dick.
Toblerone, the only time I see Toblerones is when someone comes from overseas.
Yeah, that's fine.
They buy it at the bloody
It's the
duty
only
free.
time anyone buys Toblerone. It's Puzzle
Duty free store.
Is that because there's lots of it? Like, is that?
I don't know.
No, it's the most prestige thing at the duty free store. All the chocolates. Like, oh, that one looks expensive. Oh, that looks expensive. Get it. We got it from overseas.
Should I get the Hennessy or the Toblerone?
Toblerone's like the more affordable
It's
option.
the most prestige that are affordable to the people that you don't care about.
Yeah. and it looks like it's imported, but
The people you don't care about. Everybody out there is receiving a Toblerone. Like, I know. Yeah, I see how it is.
You know the struggles of eating Toblerone, man. You like if you have to scratch up the freaking foil.
Dangerous, bro. Have you ever like cut yourself eating? I've actually cut myself so many times eating.
From eating Toblerone, you cut yourself.
Bro.
Yeah, from like you bite it because it's really hard. Then the
It's
top
hard.
bit's like a
It's hard
pyramid.
chocolate, bro.
It can cut you on the
I was
top
gonna
of your
say-
shoulder.
I used mine as a CD rack one time.
Hang on.
Yeah, man.
I was gonna say, do you guys need help going to the bathroom? Why can't you eat Toblerone without cutting yourself?
No, not everyone had a dental dam.
Yeah, man. I didn't know it existed till now.
Wait, which part of the Toblerone would cut? I'm
The top.
still like. I'm
Yeah,
trying
because
to
you know
figure
how
this
it's
out.
no. You know how it's like a chocolate bar, right? Like
You were
this,
trying to bite
and then
the-
you open it, and you're like this.
You're trying to bite the
Why
meat.
would you do? Oh my god!
Hey, that's how did you open it?
I'm just gonna do it for the pod, but yeah, it's like I know I'm doing it for the pod.
You didn't snap it off with your hand. You just went straight to the market.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh!
but that's how you do it, man.
For the
You
pod,
break-
bro.
break it.
How did you do it?
For the pot.
Do it one more time.
So you open it, you extend it out of the,
Pull
of
it
the
out.
packet.
Yeah.
There's foil too, like the Hershey's, and it's quite girthy, quite big. So you gotta, and it goes right to the top, man.
And to the back.
Into the jaw, into the jaw, yeah. Spreads
man.
the jaw.
Oh man.
You're supposed to
Struggles of-
spit on it first. You know that, right?
Oh, that's what I didn't do. That's what I didn't do. Now you guys know.
Oh,
You know
that's
how
how you
that's
got
how
cut.
they got their name. Is like it was in their mouth. They're like, oh, you're Toblerone, you're Toblerone.
She was like, "What?
Why
You,
does it sound
you
like
told me
sounds
wrong."
It sounds like a black name as well.
Oh my goodness.
Totally wrong.
I want to take this moment to talk about something that would be funny.
go.
A
We need
friend
a
of
saving.
ours, James Rockyer, has a show in Melbourne right now. It's going on right
yeah.
now. So his show is called Badong. If you, it's going on until the April 9th. It's at the Campari House in Melbourne. Hit up his website, James Rockyer, that's ROQUE.com, to get tickets to his show. A little
man.
funnier than Toblerone cock.
It's like speaking of
cock.
badong.
Toblerone.
Yeah, speaking of Badong.
Do you like stand up?
What? What's
Legit though, if you're in Melbourne, you go check out his show.
go
It's
check out
fucking
his show.
funny.
Filipinos, check it out.
Check it out.
Dude, sexy motherfucker too, bro.
Yeah, man. I like his accent.
You know,
He's never coming to Sydney anymore now. Hey, you mentioned this.
Not after this.
JamesRockyer.com.
exotic voice.
Yeah. Niche.
Oh man,
Caramel skin.
He's still.
still on it.
The music's still going. So.
Oh, James. I love how that song's like the go-to as well.
I know. I feel like if, you know how you can see who like what people are listening to on Spotify. If you see on like Raf's listening to How Does It Feel, like Untitled, you're just like,
I'm just wrapping up my bowel.
How does it feel?
So that's legit how I feel when I'm wrapping up my bottle, bro. Right?
You guys have literally ruined cling wrap for me, man. Like,
I want to wrap like rice and then make it look like a giant Hershey kiss. That's our button. Like, ooh.
and then you have a name tag. It's just a
Yeah,
string.
This is Christian.
It just says rice.
It says "Eat me." It's like you like Alice in Wonderland.
oh
You
man.
like leave it at work, you know, like don't touch my lunch kind of thing.
Fuck off.
Yeah,
It's,
Christians don't touch.
it's funny that you bring that up. Like April actually is, well, here in Sydney anyway, Filipino Food Month.
Oh yes, it
Oh,
is.
no
Since
way.
when? I'm like, I'm
Well,
not
for
like, I'm
us,
not,
it's
like,
just
I've
called
never
Food
heard of it.
Month.
Yes.
Wait, is it because of Filipino fiestas on this month?
Yeah, so there's midnight markets or night markets out in Paddy's markets every night
that's
or every
Filipino?
weekend.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
Ramadan.
yeah. It's also Ramadan season at the
Hey,
moment.
nice.
So if you go to Lakemba after sundown, then there's heaps of places you can eat and stuff
Stuff,
like that.
man.
But Filipino Food Month is something that we just found out about it
I know.
recently.
I didn't even know it was a thing until I saw the hashtags pop up.
Yeah,
And then apparently this month is Filipino Food Month.
yeah.
I waited till April 2nd because like losers might have just made a joke about it. But I think we are in the clear.
But yeah, and it's like I'm starting to see more and more videos on social media about people taking like Filipino food and trying to like make it different, right? I saw some person take sushi rice and spam and then put it in a waffle iron to get like crispy, like
actually tastes
this crispy like waffle types as spam sort of thing, and then they put it was like a spam musubi, is that what it's called?
Yeah.
But it was just like put into a waffle shape, and it was like crunchy. The rice would be crispy.
Sounds dope.
It sounds really nice. It sounds really nice, and they would put that kind of stuff. But people have been doing that. Somebody did sinigang fried rice. So instead of taking like the tamarind paste or the tamarind like the packet,
I've tried that actually.
they would take the flavoring, and they would mix it onto some rice, and like that add the veggies and the meat and stuff like that. So you would get the sinigang flavor, but in a fried rice.
Right.
And I've been seeing more and more of those fusion type things on online. It's crazy.
I've tried the sinigang.
Is it okay for me to say I'm not impressed?
You're not impressed?
Not impressed.
Maybe you have to see it.
Have we switched roles? You're doing like impersonations. You're not impressed? Have we switched roles? Is that
Can we
so?
switch seats real quick?
It's just
Let's
like,
switch seats.
I could put sinigang powder on fried rice too. Like, sorry. It's just like looking in the pantry. Like, let me mix some foods together.
It's like
let me
what do
add
I
some
have
new
left
ingredients
over?
to cook it. Let's put in the air fryer. It's
Yeah. All right, Gordon Ramsay.
Wow.
I just came from a cruise. I'm just feeling,
Well, fuck that topic then. Fuck that topic off then.
No. But I do want to talk about Filipino foods that don't get talked about.
Okay.
Because like we always, as we had guests before, they always mention nearly the same foods over and over again.
Yeah.
Yeah, the usuals, right?
Usual. There's
suspects.
always the usual suspects. Let's find the unusual suspects of Filipino foods that we love
Oh, I can't think.
that never get mentioned in the top 5.
Lying for sure. Like,
I want to try that. Is that exactly like luau?
it's very similar.
Pretty much.
Pretty
But
much.
instead of it being wrapped, it's just in the open.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's not in a foil. So if you
No.
buy online, it turns into luau.
Yeah, exactly.
Practically.
Yeah. Unwrap that shit. But imagine the luau shaped as a Hershey kiss. Sorry,
That's how you can turn. That's how you can turn. That's how you can turn. This is gonna annoy some people, I know. That's how you can turn a Filipino into an islander.
Ooh, the comment section.
Some people don't like that comment.
Everybody's like getting ready to type Filipinos on holiday.
I just got that.
Oh man, you're gonna love that. You're gonna love the comment section. But yeah. So, what are the other Filipino foods that don't get talked about, doesn't get praised? Don't say we won't call them underrated. It's just the ones that we love, the golden nuggets.
Does desserts count? Can we
Yeah,
do
desserts.
too?
It's Filipino food, man. Anything.
Does yema count? You guys had
Ooh,
yema?
Yeah,
yes.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
man.
in the
What's
little
that?
pyramid.
I have never heard of that one.
It's certified
sugar, bro.
condensed milk.
Okay.
So good.
Yeah. It's
Yema
like
and
it's like a caramel
pastillas.
drop.
Yema and pastillas. They're quite similar.
No,
Pastillas is in the Philippines. It come in this cardboard box with the paper, and then you just open it. It's like drugs, bro. You just open it. Oh man.
Yeah,
Ooh,
Mikhail
so
gave
good.
us some.
Did she? Oh man, I want to get some.
I
It's
think
like
I think I have a gripe
milk.
with like fusions at the moment because like we need to give more attention to the OGs before we fuse things together.
Yeah,
Because
fair.
people don't
That's
know
fair.
about these ones, and then like I'm just learning about new Filipino foods every day. So
This might not be like a crowd favorite, but ampalaya.
I don't
Yuck.
think I've had.
See, exactly.
Why?
Wait. Is that
bitter-
what the
bitter melon?
It's got bitter melon. Oh nah, bro.
Like
no,
I
I'm
grew
good.
up and I liked it. Yeah, it's bitter and stuff, but like,
because you want to be cool,
but I'm,
but
but
be
that's
the hipster of
that's
like,
like
no one
food.
else likes this. I'm gonna like it.
no one else likes this. Sampalaya.
But it's also because my mom makes a really good ampalaya. That's
Does she mix it with like mincemeat or anything?
mincemeat and that stuff. And
That's one of those ones where I pick out the ampalaya and just eat the
like the bitter
mincemeat.
melon, yeah. So that's another one
I
that
never
people
liked
don't
that.
usually talk about.
That one's not like
I
a what you call it, an unknown one or like a random one. It's just michado.
What is michado?
You know, it's machado. There's caldereta. There's like 4 dishes
Yeah,
that look
that's
exactly
menudo,
the
like,
same.
yeah.
It's like menudo. It looks like menudo with bigger pieces.
And it's more red, huh? It's like
red.
the soupy thing.
Yeah, it's like
It's
there's more
tomato base?
It's just more paprika.
There's
in there.
tomatoes in it.
Yeah.
So machado is like a tomato
like,
base.
It's like
instead of mince, it's like
it's like a
chunks of
spicy. It's
Yes,
like
yeah.
it's like a what you call it.
spicy
It's like
menudo.
caldereta with a life, you know. It's like caldereta with an edge, you know. Like if caldereta had a evil twin, it'd be machado.
See this. What are the four again? Caldereta, Machado,
Menudo.
and there's another one, Afritada.
Afritada,
kinda like-
the red version of
Yeah,
afritada.
like they all kind of like look the same, right? And I wrote this on one of our snippets, like on a comment.
Yeah.
saying, like those four is like the way we look at those four dishes is the way white people look at like Southeast Asians. You know what I mean? It's like, are you Indonesian? It's not Filipino. Same dish. You know what I mean? Like,
Bro, you don't know how
Rice
many
is rice.
times like I went to in the cruise. There'll be Filipino guests, and they would be talking to the workers in Tagalog.
right.
And then after like a few sentences, the worker would be like, "I'm Indonesian, sorry."
Wow.
Whoops.
and then
Shout out to LP.
and then they'll be like, "Oh, sorry, po."
Sorry,
Same
po.
pot.
Sorry, po.
Same pot as well. Nats, what's a food that you like that's not one of the usual suspects?
I can't remember it. I actually messaged my mom just now just to remind me what it's called. I'm like, Mom, what's that Filipino fish with the soup? And I don't really like it, but you and Dad eat it. It's not sinigang. It's fish with a lot of bones. I never eat it.
Bangos?
Nah, it's not. It's
With the
I
soup
can't
as
remember
well.
what
I
Or
don't know.
tilapia?
it's not really a soup. It's so bad, but I'll come back to it later when I remember.
It's like what you call it? Nilaga and Tunola is like Sinigang's sisters that don't get recognized.
I love tinola, man.
Tinola's nice.
Tunola's good.
That's probably one of those ones
But
that don't
everyone
really
loves
get talked
sinigang,
about.
bro.
The other thing that I thought of as well, right? Champurrado. Champurrado is something that I grew up with. My grandmother used to make it for us a lot.
Yeah.
And all it is just, and it maybe it's based on a Spanish thing as well.
It is.
But
But
like,
it's slightly different.
it's just chocolate rice.
Yeah.
Champurrado sounds like a manly dish.
You put the condensed milk on top, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
But
my
my
gosh.
grandmother.
chocolate rice. I think I know that.
So-
Is that like a dessert type of thing?
Yeah. So my
Kinda
grandma
like a
would just
porridge.
she would make a porridge. So it would be she would take already cooked rice so from the rice cooker. She'd put it in a pot, add a little bit of water, and then she would put Milo, like because that was our chocolate, like or like hot chocolate, and put it into that and mix it until it like thickened,
Yeah.
and then like she'd serve it to us, and it was this chocolate rice pudding that we
Man,
had.
You know, I've never had champurrado since coming to Australia, and it's kind of think about it, that's so sad, dude. And it's one of the like you, I fucking used to enjoy that shit. My grandma used to make that,
Yeah.
and oh my god,
It's like the Filipino fairy bread, right?
hey,
It's like Filipino fairy bread, as in like it's just like it's
Yeah,
just
we didn't have
things
bread,
put
we had
together.
rice. Let's put some
It's like,
sugar on it.
oh, we got all this stuff. All right, let's just put it together,
Yeah.
and then here we go.
For the people that aren't Australian out there, fairy bread is just basically a piece of bread
That goes,
They-
hey.
They put butter on it, or they put butter on margarine, and then they sprinkle sugar and hundreds and thousands, or like the sprinkles.
Oh, just sugar would do.
yeah,
butter, right?
And that's
I
fairy
really
bread.
had hundreds and thousands at home. But, it's
And
so
then you
bad
turn
for you,
into
but
a
it tastes so good, bro.
That's fancy. But like, yeah,
I went to like kids parties expecting that shit. It's like fairy bread.
And they have it.
Yeah, because like you know how like when you go to like when you're a kid, you know what a Filipino party is gonna have.
Yeah.
And what the white kid party
Yeah,
is gonna have.
fairy
The white
bread,
kid
something's
party would
always
have
gonna have
sausage
it.
rolls, like
Yeah.
there's party pies and fairy bread.
I feel like making all this at home now.
yeah, dude. Like the thought of me like now is like I think about the nutritional content of it all. And
It takes away the fun.
I know it takes the fun, but like for me, it's like if it's gonna be fairy bread, it needs to be like 100% butter. Like it needs to be actual butter instead of the margarine stuff, because I want to have that. If it's champurrado, I was already thinking in my head, I'm like, I'm gonna put chocolate protein powder in it just to like mix it.
Oh my gosh. Just have fun, bro. Just live your life, Don.
You know what it is? It's
Jeez.
called the reto, bro.
Uh,
We are michados.
Hey, bro, caldereta is amazing. I love
Well, yeah, no, I love caldereta, but if you want a little edge, michado.
Machado.
a little bit more paprika in there.
Oh man. You know what I love, bro? Like that we didn't really talk about bistec. Have you
Oh,
tried that?
bro.
That really
You know, big steak?
Oh,
Yeah,
beef
yeah.
steak.
It's just,
beef steak.
I mean, you can put whatever meat in there, but it's just that sauce that.
Yeah, that's true actually. With the onions, they
Yeah.
smash it with heaps
That's
of
the only
onions. That
time
is
I would
good.
eat onions
and let that
before when I was
sizzle,
I haven't
bro.
had that. I
'Cause
haven't had
it
that
was
in a while.
like-
That is good.
Because one of my favorite things is like caramelized onions at a barbecue,
Mm.
right?
Yeah.
And having beefsteak is almost like having that. There's just a little bit more soy sauce and vinegar in it.
Yeah.
Forgot about that. That's so
You know,
That's one of those ones I drench rice.
bro.
Oh yeah.
You know what they say, bro. Beef steak is the best steak.
It's not a spelling mistake. Oh shit, there's a throwback. Whoa, fuck.
good. Whoa.
Sorry,
God
my
damn,
my
You gotta get your
my,
champorado on.
my motor skills are out the window.
Hey.
Not having
Oh,
enough.
man. Bro, I
nutrition.
haven't had beef steak in a long time, bro.
That's a mistake.
Yeah,
It is a mistake.
I feel like that got forgotten.
And
It
then
was
beef
soon.
became a trigger for my dad for his gout, so he just made
Oh,
chicken
shit.
version of it.
Oh,
Chick steak.
okay.
The chick steak. He called it beef steak. He just called it beef steak, but chicken. I'm gonna make the chicken beef steak.
Beefsteak. Did they actually call it a chick steak? I want to know what it's actually called. What if we make it like a vegan beefsteak? Would it just be?
Wow,
that's a mistake.
that's a mistake. That's definitely a mistake.
Oh my gosh.
That's the worst take.
Yeah. First.
Fake steak.
That's a mist.
You know what they should call that meal? Yuck. That's the new name for it. Ugh.
Disgusting.
Kadiri.
Oh, you know what I loved
Kadiri.
at the Filipino parties? Tokwat baboy.
What's that?
Tokwat baboy is that you would cut up like
Hard tofu.
little bits of like pork belly, and then it'll also be like fried tofu, and then they'd put it in a soy sauce, vinegary.
That sounds-
Have that
sounds
shit
really
on a
good.
sizzling plate. too.
Bro.
Fuck.
Tokwat
Oh my
baboy.
gosh.
Amazing.
Is it kind of close to a sisig?
Kind of.
Kind of close, yeah.
Bro.
But not as heavy because sisig they put like sometimes they put mayonnaise and it's a little creamier.
Yeah.
But this is just like the sauce is soy sauce, vinegar, salt and pepper probably, and then onions in the thing, and it's just on sizzling.
There's a back in like this is years ago I was in Phil's, right, and then I wanted to go and have that taco baboy specifically from Jerry's Grill because I had, like before that I had some and I was like I want that taste again. Like I'd never found another place that served taco baboy the way they did.
Yeah.
So I told my sister, hey, let's go to Jerry's Grill. You got to try this shit. You're going to fucking blow your mind.
Yeah.
And then as I said that, I said it a little bit too loud. And then there's other family members that I really don't fucking like or whatever, right? That heard me go, oh, did you hear that? Christian's shouting us to dinner. And I was like, fuck. So I went from like going for like with me and my sister trying out this dish to, oh man, there's like maybe 15 of us. And like, motherfucker.
What's it called again?
Tokwat baboy.
So tokoa, like the
Should have
thing,
whispered
and baboy.
that baboy.
Hey?
Should have whispered wok when you had the
Whispered what? What?
not tokwat.
Oh, yeah.
You should whisper the wok.
Whisper what
With
baboy.
Whisper what? What the fuck? Oh, talk what the fuck?
You should have whispered what the baboy. I had sisig at the cruise, bro.
Yeah.
Oh no
And it
way.
wasn't sisig at all. It was just giant. It was just giant pieces of pork, no sizzle, no nothing.
Did they call it sisig?
They called it sisig pork. Yeah. And
How
then,
come they're-
and then
they're
all the
serving
Filipinos
Filipino
was like, who proved this shit? But then I was like, all right, whatever. You know, I'll try it. Maybe it might taste good. I had a few tastes. It tasted good as a pork, but then it wasn't
Not a
sisig.
sisig.
And
It
then I had
wasn't
a bite, and then I was like fully thrown off because I bit in a whole piece of
Chili.
liver.
Oh, they put liver in there.
Yeah,
sissy.
oh man.
Fuck that place.
Because you know, like
bro.
when you think sisig, you're just going, all right, cool.
Yeah.
It'd be like,
I don't know if
How is
this is like a hot take.
Thanks, Grub.
But then when you eat the liver, it's like, fucking hell, bro.
See,
hell.
I don't know if this is a controversial take or whatever, but if you like liver outside of being pate, you're worse than the April fucking losers. April Fool's losers. Seriously,
Yeah, man.
even making stuff with liver and hiding that shit as meat.
Yeah,
Fuck
man.
you, bro. Fuck your whole life, man.
Yeah, man. Should be a dead.
Stay the fuck away from me.
We're having a really polarizing conversation
bro.
right now
Oh.
about food, man.
Sit, nah, people do that shit with their pancit like it's
Oh,
fucking awesome.
They put the liver in. Yeah.
Liver's
Oh
the
my
April
God,
Fool's joke
bro.
of food, bro. They just throw
Liver?
it in just to see what happens.
You know, like
Here's some liver. Hey, bro, fools. Fuck you, Tita.
you know.
Fuck you and your pancit.
You know what? It makes
Liver
sense.
raisins.
You know, it makes sense
raisins.
that it makes sense that in like Filipino cuisine, almost all of the animal is eaten. Like people eat chicken feet, they eat the intestines
Yeah.
and stuff like that, and then the liver. And then somebody took it one step further and it's just like, let's just have liver on its own, and then let's feed a duck nothing but let's feed a goose nothing but butter.
No, the goose
So
things actually taste nice when
Yeah.
they use other shit. So,
But like
I can understand eating liver.
They force feed the goose to eat butter.
Wait, isn't that,
Yeah.
what's that called again?
But it tastes
That-
good.
Grey poupon.
no, that's
the one.
a mustard. Foie
it?
gras.
Foie, that's it. Sorry.
Fagua. Yes,
Poupons,
Foie.
mustard. That rich people mustard.
yeah.
Do you have any Grey
Fagua.
Grey
Said it with
poupon?
so much
Yeah.
confidence too.
It's so rich though.
But I can understand if you can eat liver on its own, then whatever, who cares? But
you?
if you're putting landmines in my food,
Minesweeper, bro.
yeah, bro.
I like it.
Like,
I like.
don't play with my life. I don't care. I don't want to join your life.
I only like liver in banh mi.
I don't
man.
live in liver.
Yes.
Yeah, liver spread.
Liver spread,
yeah.
even when they come in a tin,
Extra.
they actually taste nice.
You know why? Because it's not too livery. It's just a
It doesn't taste like liver. That's why.
It's because they
That's
mix it with
true,
like
that's
some
true.
butter and some like.
lard and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my god.
They put in all these other flavors to hide that.
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
if you're eating it like a sisig or whatever, and then you have a whole bite of a liver, you're tasting
Oh,
liver.
disgusting.
Yeah, a piece of
Fucking
liver.
gross, man.
I'm
That's
sorry,
Like,
you
who
guys
hates
hate
me
liver
this
too.
much?
It's grainy.
Oh
It's
my
chalky.
And then Shiv was like, "Are you okay?" She's just looking at me. "Are you okay? Do you need to go to the doctor?" I was like, "Nah, I just tasted liver."
I would have been like, "Stop this fucking boat!
Let me out.
cooked
Let me
this
out
shit?
right here.
I'll swim.
I'll swim back to
Throw
the
him
city.
overboard."
First of all, this ain't sisig.
I'm surprised
You went-
they're serving
Raph goes
Filipino
be
food
rabbit
at
on
the
the cruise.
cruise, man.
Yeah, man, I was surprised too. That's why I
What'd you
went
say,
for
Nats?
it.
What'd you say, Nats?
Oh no, I just said Raf just went be rabbit on the crew. First off, this ain't
But-
sisig.
Yeah, it ain't sisig. Secondly, fuck the liver, bro.
Yeah, you went be rabbit, bro.
Unbelievable.
The thing that I noticed as well, like, because there's all this
It's all
fusion
pork in
stuff
here,
happening, right?
except for these livers.
These livers.
It's all pork in
fuck
here,
across.
except for these livers.
Oh man.
He unplugged us. He
Hate Mail
unplugged us.
fans will get the
There was
reference.
so much passion in that.
Livers in Paris. Are we doing this again? We're gonna get fucking cancelled, bro. Fuck these livers.
Livers, please.
Like these livers.
Oh my god.
Liver, please.
Yeah, that's not
livers
good.
alive.
Man,
Yeah.
the other thing as well, like, because I had some Filipino food on the weekend. I was in
Ox tongue as well. Nah.
Oh,
sometimes I don't
It's not
mind
it.
ox tongue. Sometimes,
Ox
You're an
tongue as
exotic
well.
but like the sisig that you had on the thing, did it look pretty?
It didn't look pretty. I mean, it didn't
And-
look
and-
like sisig. Sisig looks pretty.
Because like Filipino food, when it's authentic Filipino food, doesn't necessarily look pretty.
Yeah,
like,
it doesn't have to look nice.
like if you have
Taste
if
good.
you have Mongol,
It's gotta
right?
taste good.
Mongol doesn't look pretty.
It doesn't
I
taste
don't like
nice either.
Mongol.
I like Mongol. I like
Yeah,
Mongol.
exactly.
Oh
Nah, I
god.
think
I
I
like
think it
Mongol,
does
bro.
look pretty.
Oh man.
Wait, what doesn't look pretty but is Arrogant Sinigang looks pretty. Looks nice. Adobo looks pretty. I think it's all perception because when you know it tastes
Beefsteak
nice.
looks pretty.
Yeah.
Menudo looks pretty.
Lechon,
But I mean-
lechon
but I mean,
is
like,
sexy.
If you think about it, like it's all mixed together. Minodo, or like, sorry, the beefsteak is just the meat and a bit of what's it called, onions and the soy sauce.
He's breaking down. Imagine if that was a girl. It was like, oh, he's just nice eyes and nice smile.
It's pretty because of the ingredients.
God,
It was like, this is pretty dumb because, like, you know, it's just onions and
But like,
beef.
so for instance, like laing is just like, it looks like soggy like leaves and stuff.
I reckon
Yeah.
it does look pretty, bro. Maybe
But-
you have a different pretty radar to
But-
to you. That line looks
My
nice.
standards are higher. Is that what
to
you're
be
saying?
high
lying,
standards.
it kind of does. This is, I think that differs between households too, because when the way that lying's prepared, it's a lot of it can have like a lot of dirt. It's like really dark and shit. It's because it's fucking dirty, bro. Like it hadn't been prepared properly. But when it's done, like it's you see the green in the leaves.
Yeah.
And then you got the like the whitish kind of thing coming off the coconut milk. And then you have like, I don't know, like just cut up pieces of chili.
Yeah.
Just to add that thing, that kick.
I'm not saying the Filipino food isn't pretty. It's just like some
I like this debate. Let's debate it. Let's do it.
Some foods don't necessarily look like appetizing or pretty. Like, you know what I mean? Like if you think about, I had a sisig.
Big to differ.
An example that I had, a sisig that was on the weekend. It had like the red onions. It had like capsicum. It had green capsicum. It looked colorful, right?
Yeah,
and I was
capsicum on a fucking sisig though.
And it was like, it was nice. It had the chili, different colors on this thing, and visually that looked pretty. And in my head, I was like, I don't think this is actually sisig because it's so colorful. But when you see sisig, like in the Philippines, it's not as colorful as that.
It's just,
you know what I mean?
It's just the food.
And that's what I'm trying to get at. Like when I saw it, I'm like, maybe this isn't actually like authentic sisig because in my head, I'd want to see it's simple ingredients, but it tastes fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Right? Like beefsteak it all looks like it's one color at the end of it, but when you taste beefsteak, it's fucking amazing.
I think that's the difference with us, right? We don't give a fuck what it looks like. Yeah. It's so long as it tastes good.
Exactly.
You're comparing to maybe fine dining is like really pretty, right? But not everyone's gonna look like that. So like Filipino foods, like the girl next door, like everyone loves her. Oh, she's cute, man. Yeah, she's hot.
What?
I tried to make an analogy. As I was going there, I was like, "This is not working." So let's just fail.
It's like you got lost in thought as well.
I want to see Nats's neighbor now.
I'm just saying, like, you know, like there's only a small select of food that's like, wow, that's really attractive. It usually doesn't taste nice, like fine dining. But then you see sinigang, it's like, you know,
like
I'm attracted to that. That's pretty.
What we're saying is that like we love the personality.
Yeah, it's not about your looks, babe.
It's not about the looks,
it's about how you taste.
Thank you. That's exactly what I was saying. That's exactly what I was getting at.
Boom syrup,
saran wrap.
Hey.
Saran wrap in the wrap.
But I believe like we could change the narrative because like I think Filipino food is pretty.
Pretty.
You know, very beautiful food. So
pretty.
We could change our narrative for sure.
I think it's just like different dishes and stuff. Like you said, there's like the noguan and stuff that never looks pretty.
That's not
it looks just like mud.
There's there's a dessert called ginatan, and it's like in this like you have like what do you call it? The ball that's like it's like not jelly, but I think it's tapioca, but like massive. So it's not like sago size; it's massive, right? But it's like floury tapioca.
Yep.
And it's drenched in this
coconut.
What I could just imagine. Well, I remember a white dude saying, "Bro, this looks like a bowl of jizz." And after he said that shit, I couldn't stop thinking about fucking eating a bowl of jizz. But it tastes so fucking good, bro. Like, give me the fucking bowl, man. Bro, there's slices of banana in that shit too.
Yeah, the plantain. Plantain, jackfruit in ginatan.
Yeah.
I had some on the weekend as well, except they had added ube into it. So it was like purple ginatan.
Right.
It's purple jizz.
So it's purple, yeah. That's Thanos jizz.
Grimace jizz.
As long as the flavors are all equally presented.
Yeah. He's
perfectly balanced.
Half of the ingredients just disappeared.
Because Thanos is not Filipino for sure because like we don't measure shit.
Yeah.
We have the wrong measuring ways in the Philippines. So you're definitely not.
Oh man.
Well, like, yeah,
would you count ube as underrated? As in like everything is like ube flavor these days, but like legit ube. I haven't had that in ages, man.
Here's a question.
I love that shit.
Here's a question. Ube versus taro. Like, are they the same thing or are they different things?
No, they're similar, but they're not the same.
It's not the same,
okay.
right?
It's kind of like potato and sweet potato, like it's, you know what I mean, that kind of thing.
Because
really?
I love taro flavor, but I also like ube flavor.
Wait. So it's actually different, like
Yeah,
What
bro.
does it come
Taro
from?
doesn't taste sweet.
But is it like it come from a different? What is it?
It's a
again?
different
Is it
species of thing altogether.
completely different. Okay, I didn't know that. I thought it was the
But
same.
it's
I thought
very
Taro
similar.
was ube.
Very, very similar.
Yeah. It's like
Wow.
ube is
I
taro
just learned.
with a life.
Oh, now that confuses me now.
Right, you're gonna get excommunicado by the islanders now.
I know, man.
Fuck.
Try the ube stuff.
all the poly like listeners out there are just like, what the
Fillers on islanders.
They're already after me after that
Yeah, I know.
statement. So like whatever.
Wait, I missed that. Which statement was it that you said that got you excommunicado?
Oh, before that was the Italians
Yeah, the Italians are after him.
saying that the sweet spaghetti is better than their spaghetti. Said it
Raph's
again.
like the man, bro.
It's
You're like the John Wick, bro.
It's now on two. It's now
Two
on two
episodes.
My
You missed
man.
last week. There's this
Oh,
week, bro. I'm
man.
standing on my foot, bro.
Yeah,
Standing
you gotta-
right here, saying it out loud with my
Shows integrity.
chest.
Let's do it.
Put hot dogs in your spaghetti, guys.
Oh.
Yum.
But yeah, like ube and taro are different, but I like both of those flavors separately.
Did not know they were different.
yeah,
Yeah,
I'm a fool.
I think people just use the word taro for like the ones that don't know about ube.
yeah.
Because you go to get boba or whatever, right? That purple
Yeah.
flavor. They say it's
Yeah,
taro,
taro.
milk. It's fucking
thought that was
ube, bro.
ube.
You know it's ube. You know
That's what I
ube
mean.
tastes
That's
like.
why I thought that's why it's ube because
But
I'll
they're
get
not gonna
taro
say
milk tea.
ube because it's like no one knows what the
Gotcha.
fuck ube is. Like
Yeah.
outside of Phil's.
Wow.
If you're shopping for a suit and
So
you
that
find
means
a
I've
shop
probably
called-
never had taro before. Because like my
There's a-
reference for
there's a
taro
good chance
is
you haven't had taro.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
proper
Because
taro.
my reference for taro is bubble milk tea, taro flavor, sometimes ice cream, taro flavor.
Because taro to me is like
Starch.
a potato. Yeah, it's a potato.
Whoa, so everyone's been lying. I've
Pretty
never
much.
had taro.
No,
Whoa,
What did you
what a
thought you had?
conspiracy!
you've been having ube
I just
this
know.
whole
I
time.
thought it was the same thing. I
Have
thought
you,
taro
do you
and
put
ube was
taro in your
exactly the
sinigang?
same.
Do you put taro in your sinigang?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes,
yeah.
Yeah, is that gabe? Is that what you like gabe?
That's
what my dad
nighttime.
calls it. No, gabe.
I know what he's talking. I know what he's talking about.
Not
I know
gabe. Gabe.
I love how you say.
Yo, let's put a little bit of nighttime in that sinigang. night.
He just stays straight up the line.
Now eat it.
I'll eat it tomorrow in the morning. Nighttime. We need some more nights.
It's like Filipino OPM music. It's only for the nighttime.
Why are you
No,
cooking?
it's not gabe. It's
why are you cooking in the
gabe.
dark, bro?
Yeah, I know what you're saying, but like
got
I
the brown
don't know the
skin.
difference between gabi and like what's it called and sweet potato. I've never
Nah,
understood.
it's different, bro. In sinigang especially.
Yeah.
Because you put potato in nilaga, right? And the color as well.
It probably is
Yeah.
taro. Like probably is something
You probably
similar.
have to. You probably have
that's
to-
the
you probably have
taro
taro.
bit that you've tried.
That's
where
probably
it's
the
like it's,
taro.
hey, this isn't potato, but it's starchy like a
Yeah.
potato.
Yeah.
Gabi.
That's
That
it.
thing.
But
Oh,
the
Okay, that makes more sense because that doesn't
the
taste like
sweet
bloody.
stuff, the sweet
ube.
that's yam really, but it's like they call
I
it
thought
purple
yam
yam.
was taro. I thought yam was taro.
No, the taro is more like
Been lied
potato
to
than
you.
it is.
Can I get to the yams?
So
Yeah.
many lies.
But isn't ube? Wait. I'm confused. What are we talking about? Taro or ube?
Taro or ube.
Taro
Yeah,
versus
they're
ube.
different. So ube is made of yams, and taro is just its own thing. It's its own it's a different species.
Yeah, it's another root.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I did not know until now.
Bro, I feel
Comment
like ube
below.
ice cream,
Nah,
bro.
jokes. Yeah, I like
Brr.
that. The one in Burger Point, man. I missed that one.
You kind of went on this tangent of food. I haven't eaten
So
fairy bread. Oh my gosh!
So here's a like two different the things. Just doing a quick search. The main differences between taro and ube are their origins, the shape, color of their roots, so their flavor and traditional uses. Taro is native to Southeast Asia, has white or light purple roots, while ube is known as purple yam, which is native to the Philippines and has purple roots.
Oh, so that's like literally ours. That's ube.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, bro.
It's got it's the roots, bro.
I know. I've seen other people try to claim ube, but nah, man, it's ours, bro.
No way.
It's ours,
bro.
That's
It's
us.
ours. It's just like
Ube,
Biola
ube,
Pascual.
ube.
Ours.
Oh man,
Oh, dude.
I would pee. Bro. I think I told you guys this. So I was in the office at work last week, and had a workmate. She's a Tongan lady, and just mentioned I didn't realize she was watching our pod and stuff, but she was like, "Oh yeah, one time because she just came back from Japan, she was saying, you know what, I should go to the Philippines and find me a carding." And I was like, hang on, wait, did you just say what I think you said? And it turns out like they watch the Filipino things in Tonga as well. She goes like, if I'm gonna go there, it's either a carding or find me a piolo. And I was like, whoa, what's going on, dude?
So
like,
for context, if you watch the episode with Bina Bara, she talks about Carding and Louisa from a teleserie, a Filipino
the
teleserie.
Ballad apparently is massive
So-
in the islands.
So so a lot of Polynesian people watch that, and so
Not all of them.
a lot of them.
Just putting that disclaimer there. Not all of them.
He doesn't want to anger the Polynesian people.
I love the comments. Not me.
Like,
I'm
all
like,
right.
we're not specifically talking about you then. Piss off.
Nah, just keep commenting. It's fine.
It's just funny how people think. Oh, he's talking about me.
If you wanna direct
Not
hating
me.
comments, direct them to me. Let's go.
Man, I love the comments, man. It gives me a good laugh.
Yeah.
It makes me cry.
I've blocked them, eh?
Shout out to. I enjoy them, man. I really do.
I think they stopped commenting at one point. I didn't even know. And then they came back, and then you guys were like, "Oh, welcome back."
Yeah.
I didn't fucking know that this dude was back.
I was like, oh, we missed you. Welcome back.
I just keep print screening and dropping them in the chat. I'm like, hey guys, look, we're still getting hated on. It hurts. shared pain. It's like I gotta make sure the boys see it.
Oh man, I enjoy it. I enjoy
We're
it.
all in this.
It's the same thing, man. Love comes in different forms.
It's the biggest form of flattery.
It is,
not
bro.
really. Love is the biggest form.
If you
It's
like, this
just as
is
much.
if you comment on every single post of someone's, you must love them.
The line,
With
the
hate.
line between hate and love is blurred. Then
Yes,
it's because
very
like,
It's a
Come on,
toxic
man.
relationship, bro.
yeah,
It does sound like a
Must
relationship.
love them.
Man.
Anyway,
But yeah, man. Shouts to all the Filipinos that are also Islander. I'm joking.
and on the islanders that are also Filipinos.
Hey,
Yeah, man.
Yeah, love
shout
it,
out to Bina. That's right.
Shout out to Bina.
Oh, bro.
Shout out to Bina and LP.
And Kuya Kenny.